Okay, Empire fans, welcome to the next episode of the Rise of the Russian Bear campaign. Last episode, what happened last episode? We are still holding out in Istanbul. I think we've defeated a number of Ottoman armies down here. We still have to rebuild the barracks and the naval board, but our army has held, and they've gained a lot of experience. Our general down here, I think, is hero of the army, strong defender, darling of the gutter press, drill master. He's just tremendous. He's 43, he's still young. That's a great general. The countryside in Rumelia is devastated, and there is an Ottoman army that remains out here in the trading port, but for the most part I don't see anything else. The rebellion was put down, and it looks like the population in Rumelia has been, the resistance to foreign occupation for the most part is being subdued, but there's still some time to go there. Yeah, all the farms and wineries are burning. We will be able to rebuild soon. We're making progress down there. In the north, we are still at war, at peace with Sweden. They hold this province up here, which actually Forvo does not have a pronunciation for. Arkhangelsk, I believe, is my best. Sorry if I butchered it. They have a pretty sizable army up here. A lot of cavalry. Yeah, this army doesn't actually look too threatening. There's a lot of cavalry, but I have artillery that can really, solid shot artillery can really just wipe these guys out. These guys are the ones that worry me, the line infantry. But we have been developing some new units in Moscow, or at least we're about to. We've built the drill school, so we now have Hussar light cavalry, which we didn't have before. More importantly, though, we've got grenadiers, who have some outstanding numbers. Those are the best numbers we have. A little expensive, but resistance to morale shock. They're pretty good, and they only have 60 men. But the numbers are worth it. This one's even cheaper, though. And this guy's got basically like a mini cannon in his hand there. It's a mortar, hand mortar company. I'd never heard of these in like the history books that I've read, but I've seen them on the Total War Empire battlefield, and they're pretty cool. So I'm glad I have those. I'm going to start recruiting some of those guys. I've sent my Moscow garrison north to Karelia with the part of the St. Petersburg garrison. They're going to link up here with Igor Zimyatov, another name that's not on Forvo. Doesn't have as good as character traits as our general in the south, but he's got some good stuff. And he's still young. I think we can get rid of that bloody trait. There's another general here. This guy probably has the least amount of traits. He's the least experience. Lowest attribute level. Melancholy soul. Good when defending. Poor general's not good. Steadying the fire, that's good. Siege expert. We've got work to do here. But we're not at war with Sweden right now, but we are assuming that war will be coming. And to prepare for that war, I've devised sort of a strategy on how to deal with it. Sweden has 4 provinces. Finland, Norway, Scandinavia, and Arkhangelsk. I can't pronounce that, sorry. Whatever that one is. To weaken it, to weaken Sweden, to start, we are going to prepare an army here to retake this province. This province, if Sweden declares war, by the way, and just to show everyone they are hostile. Territorial expansions at -84. I'm assuming they're going to declare war on me at any moment. We just canceled the trade agreement last turn, and we switched to establish a trade agreement here with Denmark. Denmark is also doing pretty good against Sweden. They have their port blockaded right here. So no trade is coming in from overseas. We were their only trade. Denmark is raising an army. They've got a pretty advanced professional army. Sweden's got a lot of troops here from what we saw when we had the trade agreement. They had tons of army. I don't know how they got all those numbers, especially with so few provinces. I mean, Stockholm, Sweden, I think, is one of the wealthiest provinces in the game. There's a lot of resources in Norway that can be developed. Finland, I don't have an eye on Finland right now. And this province up here is bringing them only 971. They got a lot of troops up here. Now, these troops are divided from the rest, and they don't have access to our land, so it would be good to hit them first. A lot of their troops had moved away from our front when we agreed to a peace agreement and a trade agreement, and they marched back towards Sweden. We have to find out how well those guys are doing. And I'm going to hitch a ride. Oh no, that's my army. Where's my rake? I had a rake down here somewhere. I have 2 rakes that I'm going to use. Where did it happen to that rake? Let me find these guys. There were 2 rakes that I was going to use. This one, oh, he's already in Finland. Oh, he's on his way. Okay, I was going to give him a ride on my boat. I have 1 ship in my navy. The 1 ship that I have is in the St. Petersburg province, and it is the Boris, the Sixth Rate Frigate, the Boris, pride of the Russian Navy. Okay, there is a Swedish army up here. Just a couple troops are working their way back, regarrisoning Finland. Now I want to find out what exactly Finland has. So, we're going to go on the maiden voyage of the Boris. Here we go. Let's find out what they have in Finland. Here comes our ship. 6th rate, 92 men, 32 guns. Pretty decent range, firepower, medium maneuverability, speed. Okay. The voyage of the Boris has commenced. The Finnish capital has been reconned, and they have 3 line infantry, 1 field artillery, demigun, Garrett's battery, and they have 2 cavalry. These are light cavalry, I think, right? Yeah, 2 light cavalry. On their way, their reinforcements consist of, and I am taking notes, sorry, that is the nerd in me. Reinforcements consist of 3 line infantry and 1 regiment of horse. Okay, 19th, 37th, that tells you how many regiments they have. They have 37 regiments. 17th, 12th regiment of horse. That's horrible. So many troops. I need to, one more thing I want to check out is, wow, look at the wealth of Sweden. Wow, their wealth is 4,400, and their income, well, 34%, is 1518. That's a lot. Alright. +1, and then -1. Alright, so the population, they're taxing their people a lot. 15%, that's like putting it in the middle. They're not overwhelmingly taxing them, but the province, the town, the villages aren't growing. This is growing a little bit. That's so frustrating. Wow. How are they growing? Industry. They have industry here? The logging camps? I guess they get wealth from the logging camps and also wealth from the iron mines, right? Yeah. Okay. Finland is pretty wealthy there. Alright. The next we'll have to do reconnaissance on Sweden, but before we do that, my rake. Where's my rake? I have a rake. another rake. Down here somewhere. Oh, there you are, in the woods. Okay, you are going to work your way to the coast of the Baltic Sea. Alright, on the border of West Prussia and Poland. And the Boris will link up with you there on the next turn. And then I will embed this rake into Stockholm, Sweden. Basically my plan to deal with Sweden, I'm going to have 2 rakes, Jägerkissen, in Stockholm. I've got another rake here, which I'm going to keep up here, Ivan the Kitten. He will watch the northern passes to see if there's any more reinforcements coming in. He's also in range to sabotage these iron mines. And I think there's more iron mines right there. Abundant iron mines here in Sweden, which Jägerkissen will be sabotaging them if war breaks out. Also, since Denmark has their port blockaded, Sweden has no command of seas. So the other thing that I'm going to do if we declare war, this is part of my reactionary plan to a declaration of war from Sweden, once the Boris has deployed the rake, they'll remain here, keeping reconnaissance on Sweden and Finland, and you can also hit this major fishery if war breaks out. You can raid the Sweden's Baltic fishing industry, which they have one major fishing port here. That's 500 wealth and additional food for population growth. And then there's another one up here, another major fishery. This one's more abundant, but you should be able to hit both of them on that turn. So simultaneously we will launch raids. If Sweden declares war on us, we will launch raids on the Swedish fishing industry in the Baltic Sea because they have no ships. They have no shipyards, and their only trading port is here, which is blockaded. So Sweden's naval advancements, they really didn't prepare themselves very well. Even this other port up here is also fishery. They don't have a shipyard anywhere. So we'll hit the Baltic Sea fishing. We will hit iron industry, iron mines in Sweden and in Finland, and we will launch our army. Our army from Karelia will march northeast and capture this province. That's our strategy if Sweden declares war on us. Okay. I also do want to garrison, since there is no Swedish Navy, I don't really have to worry about Estonia, so if they do declare war, this minor garrison will redeploy to St. Petersburg, which will give me the option of sending additional troops to Karelia. I do need to have a good garrison here, and I am going to start recruiting troops down in Moscow. I'm going to start recruiting troops down in Moscow, grenadiers and mortar companies, to prepare for a possible war on the northern front. Okay, so multi-stage strategy to deal with declaration of war by Sweden. And the Ottomans in the south are still going to continue to hold Istanbul for now, but you might want to start considering going after Bulgaria. I know it's weak in wealth, but there's, like I said before, there's a lot of potential we have for Bulgaria. Iron mines that are not developed. There are, I guess we could upgrade those farms eventually, but harbor villages, as well as inland villages that can be developed. So I would probably exempt them from taxation. This is just horrible. They're getting killed here. Yeah. The other thing about Bulgaria is it's 80% Orthodox, so it would be much easier for us to incorporate them into the Russian Empire. This isn't really like Europa Universalis, where it doesn't matter as much in that game, I don't think. But it does make it a little easier. Serbia is another one if I can find my priest real quick, or my missionary. Serbia has 84% Orthodox. So both Serbia and Bulgaria would be good provinces to incorporate into the Russian Empire. Greece probably has a lot. They're 89, wow. I don't know if we're ready to go that far, because then we'd have to deal with Venice. But, Serbia was only 19. That's more Christian, I think. But these two, Serbia and Serbia and Bulgaria, definitely could be incorporated into the Russian Empire pretty easily. And there's no one defending Bulgaria. There's probably no one really defending Serbia. So we might want to try to get there quickly. They're at war with Poland and Lithuania. We'll see what happens. Our other situation is in the southeast. Georgia is becoming very powerful, expanding all the way down to Persia, and I guess they've reached Persian Gulf, and they now have access to trade with the Indian Ocean. Eek, that could be dangerous. Dagestan has 2 provinces, and they've got a pretty sizable army. I let them grow. May have been a mistake on my side. Okay, I do need to spend this money. I'm planning on upgrading my school to a college, but I also want to begin increasing that garrison in Karelia, and in order to do that, I need some cash. So, Denmark, we'll go to you first. And we cannot sell you anything. Wow, you're more advanced than we are. Okay, cancel that. Dagestan, I do not want to give you anything because I'm planning on going to war with you eventually. Same thing with Poland and Lithuania. Courland, I'll probably have to go to war with you too. I could probably get a alliance, but I don't think I'm ready for that. Alright, we've got some other friendly nations here. The Italian states. Can I sell you ring bayonet for $500? Damn. That was my best hope. Great Britain, Maratha Confederacy. Ooh, I can maybe sell something to you. Sell you the carbines for 500. Come on. Let's see here. Those for 600. Oh, come on, I don't want that garbage. I still have physiocracy. I wanted to make a trade. France. Technology. I will give you carbines for 500. That didn't work either. Okay, I'm gonna have to probably recruit the garrison in Karelia. Next turn, I guess we got enough troops moving there. We have to build the college, because that's the next step. It's gonna take 4 turns to build that, and we are running out of good technology here. We're doing improved grenades for now. Improved grenades for now, because we have grenadiers. Wow, that's a Alright, let's see what happens. Let's do the turn. Our philosophy technologies have been maxed out. We can't research any more philosophy technologies until we build that college. So, let's see how this turn plays out. Will Sweden declare war now? Something is going on with Great Britain. Whoa, they've got a big army. Where's it going? Who are they? Wow, what is going on with that army? Why is it just sitting there? They could really just be taken out by... Oh no. You fools! Wow, France just destroyed a huge British army. Let's speed this up. That was on ships, or on one ship. I don't know. That's a little weird. France has taken out the Netherlands. The Dutch are no more. I knew that anyways. Which means that all those Dutch colonies are now in rebellion because the Dutch don't have any more territories in the European theater. That's their home theater. So they're up for grabs, but I really don't have much of a navy. I got the Boris, and you see what happens to one ship when they're carrying a bunch of soldiers. They can be taken out. The Ottomans are still recruiting and increasing their army, and now they're sending somebody. It looks like they're going to try to steal technology from our university. It looks like they're trying to upgrade Bulgaria. This army is now moving towards... Okay, so Sweden, all Sweden did was redeploy their garrison, or reinforce their garrison at Finland. But the Ottomans seem to be attacking Istanbul again. Probably next turn. The one thing I should get down in Istanbul is more cavalry, but I can't really sacrifice any troops or resources. All my resources really need to go into the northern front at this point. Okay, who is this? Protector of the Ottoman Empire. They want a peace treaty. Do I want a peace treaty with you? I guess that's actually not bad, because if trade does open up in the Black Sea, we'll have free trade in the Mediterranean. Something just happened there in the south, though. The only bonus to maintaining war with them is that you have like a like my enemy, the enemy of my enemy is my friend factor with like every other country in Europe. This might actually cause Sweden to declare war on us sooner. See what happens. I'll accept the peace treaty. It'll make the ocean waters a little more safer.
There is unused land suitable for farming in this region.
Trait gain. Local knowledge. Oh, I do have a rake down here, too. I wanted to do something with him. I wanted to send him into this... I wonder if I can assassinate this guy. 26% chance of assassination. I'm not sure if that's worth it, because that could hurt our diplomacy. Yeah, I want to send him up into this area anyways. That will relieve this gentleman, because he's basically serving as a reconnaissance agent, and he can then deploy down to our university, especially since some of these guys are starting to get a little old. That guy's 56. Yeah. Cut. Two cuts here. Okay. Action. So we've upgraded the college last turn. And now my next step is garrison in St. Petersburg. Actually, I need the garrison in Karelia first. Okay, we have the garrison troops here. Apparently I said cavalry for some reason. Why do I want cavalry up here? I have cavalry there. I think instead we're going to go for St. Petersburg. I need a garrison. And it looks like I wanted to recruit line infantry here. Okay. And I do want to increase the garrison at Karelia, but not cavalry. I need Cossack line infantry. And the other thing, I think I kind of forgot to do this last time. Estonia. This is a wealthy town, and it's a bawdy house. It adds +3 happiness to the garrison. It's for the lower class, but lower class looks good. So we don't really need it'd be better to build some sort of industry here. So we're going to dismantle it. And to make up for dismantling that, so that we can maintain our rakes, this province, which is not going to gain any wealth, we're just going to put a coaching inn in here, because this will spawn a rake. So that's perfect. The other thing I want to consider is we're going to start to recruit these troops. This one's going to take 2 turns, so we got to do it first. We're going to start to recruit more elite troops out of Moscow and advance them to the Northern Front. Okay. The other thing, I never did reinforcements in here. Oh my god. How much is it to reinforce all of them? We have enough. No, we don't. Okay, who do we not need to reinforce? Probably don't need to reinforce the artillery. Don't need to reinforce the general. If we did, that's good. Yeah, the artillery we don't need. Okay. 2 turns till we get the improved grenades, so we should have grenadiers. They're on their way. We've got some citizens actually going to help defend the fortress now. This army is not fully restored either.